French explorers called the Allegheny River La Belle Rivière, meaning the beautiful river. This river remains much as it was when the Susquehanna and Iroquois first used it. The Allegheny is one of the reasons that Europeans settled here. The river has played a major role in Emlenton's development. The United States Land Ordinance of 1785 declared much of western Pennsylvania open for settlement. Adventurous families joined pioneers already in the area and began clearing land for homesteads. The settlers who arrived were anxious to establish a home and a community. 2 covered wagons ran regularly between the village and Pittsburgh, bringing supplies to the area. By 1837, 6 homes were located here. For this community to survive, a variety of services had to be provided. In 1856, local businessmen organized to contract the building of a wooden covered bridge to replace the existing cumbersome ferry system used for crossing the river. The spirit of local investment was born. Emlenton received its name on behalf of Hannah Emlen, wife of Joseph Fox, a wealthy Quaker merchant from Philadelphia, who owned vast acreage in this area, including the site of this town. In 1824, the first iron furnace near Emlenton began operating. This area's natural resources, including wood, water, and limestone, were perfect for making pig iron. The town served as a major trade and supply center for this industry and its workers. Via the Allegheny River, barges carried the pig iron downstream to Pittsburgh, where it was made into cast iron and wrought iron products. The river brought trade and commerce to the village, and the entrepreneurial spirit responded. Along the waterfront, businesses were established and buildings were erected. In 1859, oil is discovered. Via the river, thousands of barrels of oil left Emlenton in packet boats and steamboats headed to Pittsburgh. The river was the highway of industry, just as interstate highways are today. The lure of becoming rich fast was powerful, and wildcatting became a major occupation. Farmers and townspeople had oil fever. Like daisies in a field, derricks sprouted up and were seen standing tall in the hills and valleys around Emlenton. Black gold contributed to the rapid development of the town. Within a 20-year period, the railroad arrived, the first bank was founded, the water system was installed, a fire department was established, and a larger school and town hall were built. With all these amenities, life in Emlenton improved appreciably. In the heart of Emlenton, derricks were quickly erected in every possible nook and cranny, including backyards. Wells were drilled on many in-town lots. Even the most pretentious members of Emlenton were not ashamed to have wells in their backyards. In the early days of the oil industry, many primitive tea kettle and pipe refineries sprang up. Because the oil business was a sophisticated industry that relied heavily on technology, distribution, and sales, these basic companies were quickly replaced. In 1891, local oil producers formed the Emlenton Producers Oil Company, which was purchased in 1895 by 3 experienced oilmen from Warren, Pennsylvania, and renamed the Emlenton Refining Company. In 1931, it was one of these 19 companies that were consolidated to become the Quaker State Oil Refining Corporation. With the prosperity that the oil and gas industry generated, Emlenton had many newly wealthy citizens, and soon became known as the town of millionaires. They built comfortable homes and lived quiet, genteel lives. By the end of the 19th century, Emlenton was a thriving community with a wide variety of enterprises and a population of about 1,200. Oil was a relatively depression-proof product. People continued to drive cars. Owners of older vehicles tended to baby them along with high-grade products. The Emlenton refinery produced a quality product and continued to flourish throughout the Great Depression. Quaker State had a dominant influence on the economic structure of Emlenton for nearly 60 years. Quaker State produced many products, including the highest grade waxes, which have never been replicated. Today, Emlenton is a quaint residential town and a haven for visitors who want to get away from city life. The Allegheny River, the surrounding hills, and scenic areas offer recreation galore. Canoe the river. Golf on the oldest continuously played course in the United States. Discover a working oil well. Contemplate a quiet place. View an 1835 iron furnace. Hike the trails, etc. I hope you enjoyed this video. I have more videos of Pennsylvania coming up on the channel. If you're following along as the videos are coming out, or if you're watching this after the fact, I have a playlist of all the videos I've made of Pennsylvania, of the 2 times that I've been, the first time bicycling through the state, and then the second time driving around, checking out some of the cool towns in the state of Pennsylvania, and some of the beautiful nature as well. So that playlist is linked in the description below the video. So yes, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, I encourage you to do so to check out the upcoming adventures. Feel free to peruse the channel. Get to see some cool places that I've got to visit in Latin America, Eastern Africa, Central and Eastern Europe, etc. Alright, so I hope you guys have a good one. See ya.